Twitter may suspend accounts, temporarily or permanently, from their social networking service. Suspensions of high-profile individuals often attract media attention when they occur. There have been concerted campaigns by Twitter to shut down terrorist organizations and accounts that promote terrorist action, such as those promoting the Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant, particularly in the mid-2010s, and to shut down QAnon conspiracy theorists since 2020. Twitter's use of suspensions has been controversial. Users who are suspended from Twitter, based on alleged violations of Twitter's terms of service, are usually not told which of their tweets were the cause. They are told only that their accounts will not be restored, and they are told which of Twitter's rules the company claims were violated. In addition to community guideline policy decisions, the Twitter DMCA detection system and spam detection system are sometimes manipulated or abused by groups of users attempting to force a user's suspension. In January 2019, Twitter formally provided information on instances where governments have attempted to utilize Twitter for foreign information operations. Some commentators, such as technology entrepreneur Declan McCullough and law professor Glenn Reynolds, have criticized Twitter's suspension and ban policies as overreaches of power. Twitter frequently responds to media inquiries about suspended accounts with, "We do not comment on individual accounts," for privacy and security reasons. Between 2014 and 2016, Twitter suspensions were frequently linked to ISIL-related accounts. A Twitter suspension campaign began in earnest in 2015. And on one day, the 4th of April 2015, some 10,000 accounts were suspended. Twitter repeatedly shut down accounts that spread ISIL material. But new ones popped up quickly and were advertised with their old Twitter handle. Twitter in return blocked those in what was called an ongoing game of whack-a-mole. By August 2014, Twitter had suspended a dozen official ISIL accounts. And between September and December 2014 it suspended at least 1,000 accounts promoting ISIL. Twitter said that between mid-2015 and February 2016 it had suspended 125,000 accounts associated with ISIL and related organizations, and by August 2016 had suspended some 360,000 accounts for being associated with terrorism. In January 2016, Twitter was sued by the widow of an American man killed in the 2015 Amman shooting attack, claiming that allowing ISIL to continually use the platform, including direct messages in particular, constituted the provision of material support to a terrorist organization. Twitter disputed the claim. The lawsuit was dismissed by the United States District Court for the Northern District of California, upholding the Section 230 safe harbor, which dictates that the operators of an interactive computer service are not liable for the content published by its users. The lawsuit was revised in August 2016, providing comparisons to other telecommunications devices. Twitter suspended multiple parody accounts that satirized Russian politics in May 2016, sparking protests and raising questions about where the company stands on freedom of speech. Following public outcry, Twitter restored the accounts the next day without explaining why the accounts had been suspended. The same day, Twitter, along with Facebook, Google, and Microsoft, jointly agreed to a European Union Code of Conduct obligating them to review majority of valid notifications for removal of illegal hate speech posted on their services within 24 hours. In August 2016, Twitter stated that it had banned 235,000 accounts over the past 6 months, bringing the overall number of suspended accounts to 360,000 accounts in the past year, for violating policies banning use of the platform to promote extremism. On the 10th of May 2019, Twitter announced that they suspended 166,513 accounts for promoting terrorism in the July to December 2018 period, stating there was a steady decrease in terrorist groups trying to use the platform owing to its zero-tolerance policy enforcement. According to Vijaya Gadde, legal, policy and trust and safety lead at Twitter, there was a reduction of 19% terror-related tweets from the previous reporting period. In September 2017, Twitter responded to calls to suspend US President Donald Trump's account, clarifying that they will not do so as they consider his tweets to be newsworthy. In October 2017, Twitter posted a calendar of upcoming changes related to enforcement. Among other things, Twitter promised to provide a better experience for suspension appeals, including a detailed description to the user of how a suspended account violated the rules. In November 2017, Twitter gave a deadline of the 18th of December to comply with their new policy, adding, "You also may not affiliate with organizations that, whether by their own statements or activity both on and off the platform, use or promote violence against civilians to further